Good morning, everyone. This is Councilmember Dan Kalb, and I'm excited you're joining us for Storytime today. We'll be reading The Seven Chinese Sisters, written by Kathy Tucker and illustrated by Grace Lin. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. Once upon a time, there were 7 Chinese sisters who lived together and took care of each other. Each sister had shining black hair and sparkling eyes. Each stood straight and tall, except for the 7th sister, who was just a baby. But the sisters were very different. The first sister could ride a scooter really fast as the wind. The second sister knew karate, kick, chop, hi-ya. The third sister could count to 500 and beyond. The fourth sister could talk to dogs. The fifth sister could catch any ball, no matter how fast or high it was thrown. The sixth sister could cook the most delicious noodle soup in the world. And the seventh sister, well, no one was really sure what she could do, as she was so little she had never spoken even one word. Let's see what happens next. Far away, across the bridge, through a forest, and up a mountain, lived a terrible dragon. One day, he woke up very, very hungry. He took a big sniff, 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 and smelled something wonderful. It was 6th sister's noodle soup. There's the dragon. Ooh. Down the mountain, over the forest, and across the bridge flew the dragon, straight to the 7 sisters' house. The sisters were so busy they didn't even see him coming. First sister was polishing her scooter. Second sister was practicing her black belt. Third sister was counting grains of rice. Fourth sister was talking to a stray beagle. Fifth sister was throwing a ball up a mile high and catching it. Sixth sister had just stepped into the pantry to get some more noodles. And 7th sister was crawling around on the kitchen floor. Let's see what happens next. Ooh. Then, when the dragon peeked in the kitchen door and saw a plump little 7th sister, he forgot all about the soup. Instead, he snatched up the baby. Ooh. Oh, there you see it. Help, help. Then he flew back. He flew back over the bridge and the forest, up the mountain, and he went into his cave. But as soon as the dragon set 7th sister down, he was just going to get some salt. She said her first word ever, and it was an excellent word. It was, help, help. The 6th sisters had just started to look for the 7th sister when they heard her call. Right away, they knew it was her voice. Ooh. 7th sister is in trouble, cried first sister, hopping on her scooter. We must save her, we must save her. Let's see what happens next. The older sisters, the other sisters, hung on behind, pulled by first sister, who was strong as well as fast. The sisters sped across the bridge. Beyond was the deep forest, filled with many, many trees. So many, third sister counted them by twos. Now, seventh sister's cries were louder. The sisters headed up the mountain and soon reached the dragon's cave. Oh, help, help, help. Ooh. They could smell smoke and hear the most awful roars. Fourth sister listened carefully. Dragons do not talk exactly like dogs, but still she could understand a little. The dragon was roaring. There's no calling for help. There's no use calling for help. You're going to be my supper, said the dragon. And suddenly, seventh sister shouted her second word ever. No! No! If you don't bring her out, sir, you will regret it, called the fourth sister in her best dog language that she could manage. What's next? The dragon stopped roaring. What was that girl yelling? Thought the dragon. All he could understand was, bring her out, sir. But no one had ever tried to talk to him before, and he was so curious he picked up seventh sister and rushed her outside. Ooh, in his mouth. Second sister stepped forward. Then, fast as lightning, she leaped into the air and slapped the dragon on the chin and shouted, "Hi-ya!" Ooh. The dragon was so surprised that, whoop, the seventh sister flew out of his mouth. Back, 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 ran fifth sister. Back, back, and reaching up, 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 she caught seventh sister really neatly, just like it was a flying ball. Oh, there's the dragon. When the dragon saw that his dinner was gone, he fell to the ground, sobbing. Hungry, hungry, he whimpered. And the fourth sister understood him perfectly, because the word hungry is exactly the same word for dragons as it is for dogs. Oh, he's starving, she explained. And now all the sisters could see was he was quite skinny and kind of sad. Oh, there's the dragon lying down. Tomorrow, sixth sister can bring him some soup. First sister said, but we've got to get seventh sister home right away. She's all worn out and she needs her diaper changed. Sisters, go home, cried baby seventh sister, who was learning to talk very quickly now. There they go. First sister put seventh sister on her back and hopped on the scooter. The other sisters hung on behind and they whizzed as fast down the mountain as they could. Uh-oh. But when they reached the forest, the first sister stopped. Now they didn't have the seventh sister's cries to help guide them where they're going. So how are they going to find their way through the trees? They didn't know. Don't worry, said third sister. I counted the trees when we came here. We must go past 500. And so, when third sister counted 500 trees by twos, the seven sisters came to the bridge. There's the bridge. There you go. They scooted across and back to their house where they had a wonderful meal of Six Sisters delicious noodle soup, all ready to go. See that? They're about to eat soup. I'm hungry now. And later on, much later, and what did the seventh sister do when she grew up tall? She became the best storyteller in the world. And she would always tell this story first. The seven sisters were one awesome family, weren't they? The Seven Chinese Sisters. It's a great book. Thank you so much for listening.